Well, it wouldn't be DC Comics if they weren't fucking something up, right? So, yes. Before we go any further, I would like to address that this is so far, it hasn't been officially confirmed by DC Comics. This has not been officially confirmed by anyone over at DC. This is just one dude who claims he has inside sources. So I want to keep that up. I want to address that first and foremost. So do keep that in mind. But I thought I'd talk about this because I wouldn't put it past DC to do this. So, you know how DC goes, how good DC Comics is with continuity? Yeah. That's not a trick question, it's not. So, let's talk about this. So apparently, the rumor is right now, over at DC Comics, there's the big rumor going on around at DC Comics right now, that what might happen after Future State, what's the next big thing after Future State, is that DC Comics is going to reboot again, and this time there will not be a shared DC universe. Let me say that again, there will be no shared DC universe. What I mean is that there's going to be, like, no Superman-Batman comics. There's just going to, there's not going to be, like, Superman and Batman now exist in the same universe. It's just going to be like, oh, we now have just Batman comics, and Batman's in his own universe. Wonder Woman's in her own universe. Superman's in his own universe. There's also a Justice League in its own universe. You see where I'm getting at with this? Is that that's the idea, is much like what they're trying to do with their movies, in that, oh no, this movie's in this continuity, and that movie's in this continuity, and that movie's in this continuity. So, they're trying to do that by the sound of it. So, again, DC looks like it's headed for another reboot that's trying to that's trying to get comic readers into reading comics. It didn't work the first fucking time. What the hell makes you think it's gonna work this time? New 52 really fucked a lot of things, and, DC Rebirth tried to fix things, but then Dan DiDio, said, no, we're gonna make our own thing out of this, and, Jeff Johns, whatever, Doomsday Clock, or Three Jokers, whatever, you can write that, but, this is the, New 52 right here, we're still doing New 52, and now we'll do G5. So now that the DC continuity is now thoroughly fucked, because no one could get on the same fucking page, that's the road that now, like I said, and like I've been saying this whole time, is that this has not been confirmed officially by DC. All we know is that Future State is going to be a 2-month thing, and that's as far as we know into the 2021 gig. That's as far as we know into this whole into 2021. So what do I think? I hate this. What do you think I think of this? This sounds fucking stupid. This is another mad dash to get new readers, which, it didn't work the first time when you did New 52. You literally could not get, you even got less, as I recall. You got less writers when you went on to New 52. And you also did nothing but piss off. This is the same, this is just New 52, this just sounds like New 52 all over again. And when they start losing when they start losing readers, classic readers, who are just like, another reboot, but this time it sounds worse, because now we won't have this character, these characters that have been known for fucking decades to essentially be known to one another. Like, they're all just going to exist in their own continuities, and that's not even gonna... What? You're not even gonna have, like, Superman and Batman know each other, and, you're just gonna have them all live on different universes, apparently? That's your big... What the fuck are you thinking? The whole president of the DC universe is that it's a fucking universe. That's the idea. Marvel's never had this problem, because at least Marvel acknowledges that what they're doing is, they're making comics. Yeah, they're more inclined with the movies, but they're not being as desperate enough to go, let's make a continuity where all our characters are separated. It's not like they're essential to one another. Oh, wait! That's exactly the point, is that all of these characters are essential for one another. So, what? Are we just going to have, like, the Batman comics be in DC Batman universe, or all the Superman comics, DC Superman? What is the thought process here? No, really, I want to know exactly who thought this was a good idea when you have so many other great titles. You've got DC Black Label and DC Young Animal. You've got enough titles as it is. Like, you've obviously done a lot already. You've done a lot in all these different titles, and if you're not getting new readers now, you know, I'll tell you why you haven't gotten new readers, is because you couldn't keep the continuity straight for 4 fucking minutes. Because here's the problem. When you thought New 52 was tanking, you brought back Rebirth, and that was a right track. And you were going on a right track until, like, Jeff Johns started to, you know, slow down on Doomsday Clock and 3 Jokers. And then you threw in, you know, fucking... In between that, you had Death Metal and fucking Heroes in Crisis. You threw that in the middle of all that, so that jumbled up the whole mess with what Jeff Johns was planning to do and set up for the rest of the DC universe. And now you threw in Speed Metal. You literally don't know what you... It doesn't sound like there's... After Dan DiDio got fired, and Jim Lee has no idea, or any of the editors know what they're doing over at DC. It sounds like there's, you know, it's a ship without with a proper captain, and this is like the best option for you. This is the best option for DC Comics, is that we're just going... that'll totally keep readers on board. You know, that'll totally keep readers on board and be like, oh, does Superman and Batman know each other? No, they exist in different different universes now. Yeah, they don't know each other. Well, that's stupid. I know. That's a fucking dumb idea. Yeah, that's literally how it's going to play out with all these characters. And it's not like, you know, people who have watched shows and movies of these characters interacting. You know, because it's a shared universe. How many times do I gotta say that? It's mind-boggling that I don't want this to be true. I do not want this whole what they're gonna be calling the omniverse to be true. I'm just hoping that this is all just a rumor, and this is just another thing for, like, maybe it's just different titles for, like, this is how we get other readers, like, not like we're just gonna split up all of the characters, like the Trinity and all these other characters away from one another. That's not the plan, is that, but we're going to emphasize on these all-age reader titles a little bit more, and, you know, build into, essentially with the Black Label and all of that, we're going to make more make it more focused. Like, we're going to focus it rather than just throw shit on the wall and see what sticks, or just hit the panic button and keep have no control over continuity. Because that's what it feels like. Because that's what it legit feels like right now. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This could, I'm really hoping this rumor is not true. I'm really hoping this is an untrue rumor, but, DC has made some really dumb fucking decisions over the past few years, as we all know. And you'd think all the problems would be gone with Dan the Dickhead no longer in charge, but I guess I'm fucking wrong. So, I don't know. I just hate the idea of this whole universe you set up for years and have kept going all this time, and now you're suddenly like, the best idea we can do is break up that universe? What the fuck are you thinking? Ugh. So, I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of this DC Omniverse? Alright, no one's excited. Don't fucking lie to me. Just, what do you guys think? Like, bad idea, worse idea? And maybe, and I'll throw Devil's Advocate out there. I will throw Devil's Advocate out there to the universe. Universe being YouTube. maybe maybe this inside source got it wrong, and maybe it's just new titles, like a new title line for new readers. Maybe that's the case, and and it's going to be different. Like, it's not going to be like the new norm. Like, there is going to be DC Comics now, but this will be a new DC imprint. That's what I'm saying, is that maybe this is the start of a new DC imprint that will just have these characters on their own stories. Maybe that's the plan. I'm hoping that's the plan, at least. Anyway, so once again, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you guys later.